Oi, oi, it's day 2 of getting these skylights up. We've already got one, we've got to do the tiling for that, but then we've got 2 more to install. I'm also going to try to figure out whether it's worthwhile doing this yourself or paying someone else to install the skylights. I have a couple of quotes which I'll share at the end of this video, and we'll compare that to how much work's involved, the knowledge and also the tools, and we can come to a conclusion whether it's worthwhile doing yourself. We've had a bit of time in between. We've done the floors, we've done the marking out, we've done a few other bits and pieces, but we're back to this. We can get on top of this, and all we've got to do for this one is just cut the tiles, make them fit, make sure it's all watertight. Then we'll start with the other one. So we've got 2 others to go in. We've got one in the bathroom, and the main reason there's one going in this bathroom is there's no window to the outside because it's an internal bathroom. Supposedly you've got to put some sort of skylight or ventilation, which is why this one's the more expensive one. So it's this one here, the manual venting skylight. So you can open that up and obviously let everything out. So we've got the grinder, got the diamond tip blade on it. That's the XLock one. If you haven't seen this, let's take the battery out. If you haven't seen this, you got this here. You just pull that back and it unclips. So you get that back on. Which way does it go? That way. Clips in. XGT 40 volt, baby. No idea where this came from, but we're running with it. It's nice and smooth. I don't think it'll last long, but she'll do for the day. So on these, there's a lip that sits on the timber. So we want to take this bottom part off. I'm going to go out there. They're pretty good. Probably could have done that a bit tighter. I might try to do it tight down there. What, 150, 158? Yeah, we'll go 158. So 158. We got 200 mil. Really do rate this. I don't like the crescent lufkin tape measures, but this is coming really handy. I think it's like 35 bucks. Nice, solid, no problems. It's definitely hard to get a measurement on this though. So my measurement's off because of this. So if it was like that, that would have been perfect. It's not good. Alright, well this other side was almost perfect. It's almost bang on. But because when I measured this, I measured it sort of laying down, but then when they sit in underneath these other tiles, they sit proud like that. So I've got like 20 mil there. So these are pretty much a write-off. Might be able to use them on the other ones, maybe, fingers crossed, but we have got a few spares. So we'll make another measurement and redo it, eh? We might just do one and then replicate it. Wanted to shout out one of the sponsors of this video, Tradify. They have a job management app which will help you with your business. They are trusted by more than 30,000 tradies, and they have a deal at the moment, 50% off the first 3 months when you use my code. All the details will be in the description. It's worthwhile checking out.
Better?
There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, that's actually way better. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Just sitting a little bit high. I've got to play around with the flashing underneath, but I think it came up pretty good. Very good, actually. So now, I should be able to get this one done, what, twice as quick? Now that I know what I'm doing, I know how not to stuff up, I know which tiles to take out. Yeah, I'm keen to just get in and get this done. Let's go. All right, we've got a hole. So I'm gonna throw the laser up. Particularly, I'll line it up the edge of the skylight so that I know where to put the other batten. You need a batten on the bottom and a batten on the top. That's what you nail or screw down into. So you want 100 mil on either side. I think they said from the inside here, they want 100 mil. So if we just go side to side, we've got 570 plus 200, so 770. Turn this on. Realistically, I don't know how much I'm going to use this. I really do think most people are just going to go back to their tape, yeah? It's just a lot quicker. Let's get rid of this. This end's pretty much no good. That's what we want to do. The battens for that end and for this end, so we'll go just inside 1175, just to the inside 1175. 1175. You can see the mark there, so we'll go 1175 up. I'm in trouble here. Batten's done. So I've set up the laser again on that same spot, which will line up on bottom of the skylight. And I'm gonna go roughly where the corner is. I don't know if this is overkill, but I really want these to be straight. There's nothing worse than having something that's not gonna be straight. So I'm gonna put this here. You can't really see it, but that's lining up with the corner of the inside. You can line it up wherever, as long as the other one's exactly the same. So I'm just gonna do the exact same. Looks like I've gotta come this way a fair bit. If you can see that, that's what I'm going for. So I've got it lined up here, lined up here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just on the inside. That's dead perfect. As long as nothing's in the way of here where the gyprock goes in. Battens are all good. And when I screw down, it's gonna go into the actual battens. I'll be happier. All right, just checking the laser and she's all good. So that's in. Get that under there. Just line that up with that. There's a nice. done. Came up pretty nice. So from what I've seen, no one's really putting anything down the bottom there. I don't know if this is too windy out here, but no one's, so that's just sitting there. I'm gonna have to figure out a way of putting it, but I don't really want to just leave that off. Most people are leaving it off. It's not a big thing, it's up on the roof, I guess. But they're also leaving, all this is getting painted as well, so I should say that. So I guess even then, if this gets painted the same color, it might not be too bad. But everyone's also leaving a pretty big gap down the side. I didn't really like the gap. So that's 3 down. And I think I've actually got one more on the way. We're putting one smaller one in. I think that's going around here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere around here. That one should be a piece of piss. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm gonna have to do something about these, whether I leave them there or not. Here's the bathroom, fully installed, looking really good, bringing in a heap of light. It does come with this fly screen, which is good because obviously this opens. I am now rethinking whether I should have got the electric version of this, but it is what it is, it's fully installed. So the question is whether it was worth doing this myself. I did find quotes between the 250 and 450 mark for the installation of a skylight, but I'm not too sure what that fully involves, as I don't have a ceiling, which made it a whole lot easier. So I don't know if there's extra costs that might come into that. But by the time you factor in your tools and the knowledge and the time, I do think that $300 to $400 is a good price for someone else to install this for you. But for myself, it's obviously a little bit different. I want to get the experience and also save a few bucks here and there. Well, let me know what you guys think.